Hello and welcome to what I'm going to call this week's bonus episode of Cities Skylines. So you may notice everything's kind of a little bit back to the way it was. However, Highway 2 has disappeared and Highway 1 has been, stripped down a little bit. It's lost a little bit of its flair, a little bit of its, design. Why is this? Well, basically, I loaded an earlier save, deleted that was the save was the one where we came in at the start of last episode, actually, so that's pretty good. And then what I did was destroyed Highway 2 and destroyed a little bit of Highway 1, just to save us some money. But you may notice we have so much bank income coming in here. We had so much expenses going out for weekly policy. So our weekly policy was smoke detector distribution. That was a big one. Now, why have I disabled that? Well, because one, it gets us a ton of money, and what it's going to do, it's going to mean there's more fires, right? Straight off the bat. But fires are not one of our current issues. Fires are actually nowhere near the top of our issue list. Our issue is money. So we're going to temporarily have that. What it means is now our income is 30,000 and our total expenditure is 18,000. So we're actually making 11,000 a month. That's going to help us. I also destroyed the ferry port again because it's useless and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. But we'll probably put that back in at some point to work that out. So now we have this going. What do we need to do? What's our big thing? Well, garbage collection seems like a top priority. Still a top priority. But also we need to get in either proper healthcare or some way to people in cemeteries. I think cemeteries might be our top issue right now. Is this one full? No, it's not full, but all the hearses are in use. So what we're going to do is we're just going to find spots that are empty. And we're just going to put in a ton of cemeteries. Because what that'll mean is that we don't lose our houses and we don't lose our population. And that will help a ton towards everything else. Just a couple more cemeteries means we're going to have more people being picked up, more people being brought back, and a lot of our buildings will be in use again. That's pretty good. Low happiness, yeah. Well, actually, it says that people are still pretty happy, which is fine. What we're going to do next is we're going to put in some more we're going to put in landfill sites. Now, landfill sites are bad for us right now, but it does give us a lot of ability to basically stall. They don't cost they don't cost a lot, and they solve the problem of, there being like a lot of rubbish very easily. We're going to try and avoid putting them near population centers still, but we need a lot of them. So that may be something we're going to have to deal with. That's good. Yeah, if we can avoid putting them near population centers, that means we're not going to have to spend more money on healthcare for it. Healthcare is also one that we're going to need to push up as well, but we'll see. Slope too steep. Oh, there we go. That works. Right, that should have given us just a ton more bin lorries going around the place. That'll hopefully help us deal with our bin problem. We're not gaining as much money as we were there. There's probably going to be some fires. We're going to have to deal with that, but we have the income to deal with that. Okay, do I still have automatic thing on? Yeah, I still have that on. So we should be losing some of these places, or like some of these buildings. You see the reds are disappearing. That's nice. We're slowly turning this around. Our expenses? What have we got here? Well, we're not going to make as much income. People aren't very happy and they're leaving. But actually, we're getting more people in our town, which is nice. Overall, we're pushing over. Do we want to get some health? Yeah. Where doesn't have healthcare? Over here? Well, we're going to put that in. That's also going to get more people to move into the area, which is nice. Where else doesn't have healthcare? Over here doesn't have healthcare. So put that in there. And basically each one of those is going to help us with all the ill people, which will hopefully help us with the death problem because we'll have less dead people. Right, over here as well. We're going to put in another little medical clinic, probably in here when we get enough money. We should get that money very quickly. Yeah, still says we're making money, so that's fine. In here or in here, either side. Depends where we still got space. But over here is going to probably be best. There we go. Perfect. That should help specifically over here with the illness problem. Right. We're doing okay. We're still surviving. Now, we are going to have a fire problem at some point. People aren't happy with taxes. How much, was this low residential aren't happy with taxes? Well, how much are they giving us? They're giving us 10,000. Yeah, I need to keep tax rate where it is for just now, but that's okay. We're starting to justify the tax rate by having just a ton of like people picking up the trash, basically. Okay. Landfill capacity is probably going to start being a problem again. But we did just double our landfill. Maybe we need even more. Like, I'm seeing how much, like, people are complaining. We probably need, like, another one. I don't want to put it so close that it go... Well, this one goes over that land anyway, so... Sorry, people. I'm actually going to de-zone this area. Because they're going to have so much pollution. They're just going to be ill all the time. So they're going to cost us money. And I'm going to put in a bit of high-density commercial instead. Why high-density commercial? No particular reason. Just because I think overall that'll make us more money in the long term. There we go. Nobody's going to build there to start with, but we'll see. That's fine. So we have a lot of people picking up trash. So the trash problem is going to start going away. Why is that not connected to anything? Because it doesn't need to be connected. No, it does need to be connected, because otherwise this side doesn't have access to everything. So, yeah. That's going to connect our two grids. That's nice. Okay, fires. We knew this was going to happen, because that's the negative of this particular strategy. Let's put in more fire stations. Right next to the fire. Presumably a pretty good idea. Somebody should be dealing with that. Oh well. That's fine. Dead people are being picked up. The red flashing things are not everywhere on the map, which is nice. I thought we'd left the city in a good place, but I forgot that we didn't. The reason why all of these problems came in last episode was basically because I thought the city was self-sufficient, because it seemed to be. Because we had landfill sites as like our only means of garbage, like getting rid of, it meant that we were eventually just going to be destroyed by the amount of garbage that was going to pile up. I know there's a monorail system. Am I going to build a monorail system right now? Probably not. Probably not, game. Right, how are we doing? Healthcare, cemeteries. How are we doing on cemeteries? Deceased is fine. We're doing fine on that. We actually have 15,000 capacity. We're well over capacity for that. Okay. What we probably want to do is save up for, like, massive healthcare, probably. How's our police doing? Police is doing fine. There's a little bit of crime, not a lot. Fire, there's a lot of fire problems. A huge fire station is probably going to be our biggest solution to that. Costs 60,000. Okay. Can we get a loan? We can buy that loan back and pay it. Then we'll buy that loan back and pay it. Okay, there we go. Now we can build a huge fire station that's going to service this entire zone. There we go. That's going to fix our fire problem in this area. Not in every area, but in this area. In fact, that probably means that we can quite comfortably get rid of that fire station. Because like we have this station solving that problem. Oh, was that fire station acting as a link? It was. Oh dear. There we go. You have electricity again. But yeah, because that fire station was servicing that direct area, but this one will probably deal with it as well, like just as well. It's 25 instead of, I think, 10. So, yeah, it'll do fine. I'll solve the fire problem in that area. So, we're back on track. We're back, and we didn't take the bailout. A lot of people are ill. We probably need to build a big hospital. That seems like the only way we're really going to deal with that is 60,000, which is quite a lot, but it's probably going to be okay. Let's see what is this. So each patient takes up one bed for some time. What's this one say? So this one says make sure there are enough healthcare facilities. So what does they actually do? It doesn't give you any stats. Alright, no, there it goes. Patient capacities. This is 5 of those. Wait, it must do something else as well. Maybe it gives you more ambulances as well. That would probably make sense. What's our tweeter saying? Who should I call if no one picks up the dead? Well, hopefully there shouldn't be any dead in our town. That's the solution to this problem. Someone picking up, like, the rubbish around here? Yeah, we got some garbage trucks, although they're all full. We should maybe build another garbage facility around here as well. Like, build into this area and build a garbage facility. That would help quite a lot. I think we need to make our health center be here-ish, because this appears to be where the largest portion of ill people are. Although there's a lot in this area as well. Maybe we just want to put our health center next to the big amount of, like, the massive amount of traffic solutions we got over here. That wasn't the right way of saying that. Oh, we can destroy this road as well, because I didn't connect it to anything. But next to the, like, next to the big road, basically. So it can handle the extra traffic it's going to put out. We don't want police. Well, I mean, police is fine, but our crime rate is non-existent because we currently are legalizing many types of drugs. Is it say in particular? No, we just have recreational use of controlled substances. I assume it's heavily hinting, but that's fine. Let's go for here. That's going to work. So that makes everyone happy there, but also spreads out into Oil Town a little bit beyond. But that should help a ton with our health problem. The city needs more water. Well, that's actually a very easily fixable problem, because in my budget I lowered water by a ton because water costs money. There we go. We'll raise that back up. We can now afford the water costs. We're not quite there on the electricity costs. We are going to need another source of electricity very soon. Probably. Hydroelectric's just asking for trouble. Oh, the hydro power plant. Because it can move water, and you can see how our current solutions with that go. So maybe we want to go for a... I mean, we could go for advanced wind turbines. Do we have enough speed in this water now? We do actually have enough speed in the water now to make this work. Okay. We'll build a couple of those over here. Oh, we're just staying right above the amount of electricity that we need. It's so close. Okay. Another one of these would probably do us quite well. Okay. What are you complaining about over here? You haven't got your garbage collected. Oh, that's fine. Landfills are doing alright. Garbage production keeps going up. Is there a way of lowering garbage production? I think there is. I think it's recycling. Yeah. So it reduces garbage accumulation. We have to do that, even though it lowers our taxes. It's gonna raise. It's gonna give us weekly policy expenses, isn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. But doing that means that we're now producing significantly less garbage, so the landfill storage isn't going to get filled up so quickly. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We have a little bit of money to spend on electricity again. Let's maybe put a couple in around here. That's gonna keep us good for a while on electricity. Now for garbage, we want to get incinerators going, like a lot. So, what we probably want to do, we need 5 incinerators to handle our current garbage consumption. What we probably want to do is find an area where it makes sense to build 5, where it's not going to cause any problems. I think oil land has to be that area. It's already pretty much connected into the system in terms of, or we could build it off this side of the highway. This connects into, well, it only connects into over there. No, if we built it on this side of the highway, we put a normal road connecting in here. I guess we have to build it on this side then. We build our garbage collection dump here. We have it connect into the highway. That then allows it to get over there and over here. Does this connect back round? This does connect back round into that area. Although probably what we want it to do is connect into this road instead. So actually this side. So here is our new garbage dump collection area. Don't pause the game. That's just a self-reminder for myself. Self-reminder for myself. I could have said that more weird if I tried, I suppose. One way. So we're going to go like this. So we're going to go down here, and then we're going to connect back in. And what we're also going to do is right at the end here. We need to make that look a little bit nicer, otherwise it won't accept it. Connect in there. And the reason we're doing that or doing it like that, is so that they'll have to come in and go around in a loop. So that's fine. So we'll just start building incinerators, like just one down after another. There we go. They need water. Big problem for current solution, but that's fine. We're already pretty much watered up everywhere. Has it got electricity? Nope. Let's connect it into the grid. This is probably the easiest way to connect it into the grid, right there. Do these have upkeep, by the way, the pylons? Yeah, a little bit. It's not too much, but it's a little bit of upkeep. Nice. So what this is going to do is not only are we going to have a lot more garbage trucks going into the system, but it's going to make us a little bit of money, electricity as well. So that should mean that we don't have to spend electricity on, like, we don't have to spend something else. We don't have to spend money on something that only produces electricity. We can spend something that on something that solves our garbage problem and fixes our electricity problem. Now, we're not going to empty the landfill sites we already have until we have enough incinerators to like take the extra amount that they're going to empty. But ideally, we do want to get rid of all landfill sites at some point. Right, let's build another one. More incinerators. We'll build this one on the other side of the road. Cool. So that's good. I mean, I suppose we didn't technically need to build any... how much electricity does it use per month? I have no idea. Well, we could check in here. It uses 0. Oh, it uses 0. Oh, so we could have actually had it without electricity, because they provide electricity anyway. That's fine. That should help fix our garbage problem. We have no red things. We have actually one little crime red thing all the way down here. Is crime really bad? No, it's just bad in this area. You know what? If it's bad in this area, then replace your building with a police station. There we go. That'll solve that problem. Oh, look at that. Everything is kind of back to where it should be. Why do you have electricity issues? What's your problem? Yeah, that's right. You have no problem. Oh, it's because we actually need more electricity. That is a problem. We could build one of those. It's going to get us another 8, which I think is the max those can provide. Yeah, we'll get a couple of those then. We're going to be just behind on electricity for the whole thing here. Another little amount needed. How much is that? It's another 6,000. We got another spot that will give us 8. Yeah, there we go. Another 8. Oh, electricity's come back. I don't know why it went down by so much. Oh, at night? Does it go... Or electricity production goes up at night? That doesn't make any sense at all. Really? Oh, maybe it's because these things are actually now producing electricity. Yeah, it's not that our electricity went up at night. I think it's just that they're now producing. Maybe our oil plant went on fire or something like that. That would probably be part of our thing. Or it didn't have enough oil to produce any electricity. That would do it. Maybe the wind was low or something. I don't know. That's all right. We're still going. We're actually 150 ahead on electricity. I think we're fine. Right. What else do we need? What else do we need? Well, we need more of these. We need more incinerators. So incinerator capacity is currently at 96, which is pretty good. That's half of our garbage is now goes into incinerators, which is nice. Still not perfect, but if we can get all of that sorted before our landfills become a major issue, that would be great. Anything we want to get rid of now? We can probably get rid of the smoking ban, because health's no longer a major issue. Pet ban does reduce garbage accumulation, so yeah, we'll keep those on. Recreational use increases police budget by 15%. Reduces crime rate, slightly increased tax income. Is there a way of seeing how much tax income? Tourist, that'd be 4 we're getting from it then, I assume. Yeah, we can probably get rid of that, I think. What says tax income from what? Like, can I see the breakdown? How much extra tax do I get from it? Doesn't say. Yeah, no idea. I guess we'll turn it off because our police budget was probably high. Yeah, our police budget was relatively high, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. As were all the people in our town. They were also relatively high. Let's put one of those in here. Another incineration bit. That's nice. That's going to help us quite a lot. Yeah, landfills still aren't really doing it. That's okay. We'll keep producing in this area. This area is going to be unlivable soon, but that's fine. 192. Our electricity is doing well. That's 192,000 whatever of units that we can now cope with. Okay, cool. Our money's going down. Is that because we took away the recreational use? Did that make our money go down that much? Or, like if I re-enable it, what does that do for us? Let's see how much we make. It does actually increase the amount of money we make. Even though the police budget goes up, it increases the amount of money we make. That's nice. It says that we need more industry. I thought we were pretty good on industry, weren't we? No, I guess we're fine on it. Like, I guess we do need more industry because we have people who are uneducated everywhere. If we had more educated people, we'd need less industry. That's fine. It's the same that putting these down doesn't actually, like, solve, like, the job problem. Like, incinerator plants, you think, yeah, that's definitely gonna help us out with our job problem, but it doesn't. We're a big city. We have crematoriums, which are just by far amazing to have. So what this does is it will pretty much it replaces our cemeteries, which means that we don't need cemeteries to like get rid of our well, that's the wrong one. Yeah, we don't need cemetery capacity anymore. We can just do crematoriums, which I think we will do, and we'll put them in the same area as the incinerators, but probably a little bit further down here. We'll put in just one of those. We also got a university, which we can't afford, but that's fine. Here, we probably want to just keep up with our garbage. Just keep going on garbage. What else did we get at that level? Yeah, water treatment plant. That's useful if, for instance, you want to, if you have these somewhere where it's not just flowing. Like, if you want to use this water at any point, we need to water treat it, but it's not connected to our ecosystem, so we're okay. Alright, let's keep going. We're still, like, making money, which is nice. We are slowly dealing with all of our problems. Look at that. Garbage production. We actually have more incinerator capacity than we have garbage. That's nice. We need to get more. The reason we need to get more is we need to get rid of our landfill overall. So, yeah, we'll keep investing in this. Like, that's probably what's making us lose some money as well, is that we are spending a lot on garbage collection. Yeah, a ton. But this will also save us money on electricity later, so that's fine. This road may also not prove to be enough for these things. I'd like it... Oh, we need electricity connecting this to something. It can connect to this bit of electricity. There we go. But yeah, these roads may turn out to be not useful enough right now. Or not good enough to... yeah, maybe too small. That's the word I'm looking for all of these cars to be able to use it. So a way of saying, like, is there a policy like no cars on the road apart from the we've got Old Town, which bans a lot of the it bans, okay, only for motor vehicle. Alright, residents and businesses can use it, but no one else can. Heavy traffic does not allow heavy traffic, does not affect highways. Or high-rise ban. No, we're fine currently with that. We're still low on money. We're not making a ton anymore, but we're still gaining people into our city. I think at the next level, Grand City, we get our third loan, which is 200,000, which is definitely going to be worth having a look at. We pay that loan, take it out again. That gives us another incinerator. Nice. We now actually have 100,000 spare units. I think it's time to get rid of our landfill. So we're just going to say... we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to say empty to another facility. Building is now emptying. So we're going to have a lot extra trucks on the road here. But that should... And that will increase, I would presume, our garbage production. But that will get rid of the landfill site eventually. We can get rid of it and we stop paying the upkeep on it, which is 160. The upkeep on these is a lot more. But these are also electricity buildings. Although they're way more expensive than electricity buildings. These actually cost a ton to use. But they will solve our garbage problem in the long run. It means that we're not like on the ticking time bomb of the landfill. So that's pretty good overall. The only problem is, I just noticed, our pollution may end up spreading. If that water comes from I don't know if that water is coming from under the ground somewhere. Like, it's probably coming through there under the ground. I'm not sure if the pollution can reach the water, therefore hit that water pump. It might be an idea to get rid of that water pumping station before that even becomes a thought. But that would make a lot of people around here ill if that was happening. So we'll see. But yeah, the town is fixed. And this was a bonus episode that presumably I will put out exactly the same time as the half an hour after the previous episode. Basically to say that everything is not destroyed. And everything is kind of back to normal. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.